Today we're going to have a look at our sample gloves here, but as you can see on our plinth, we've actually got two different types. We've changed up the design multiple times. We'll run through all of the key features, all of the design elements on them, and what we're going to change going into our full production run for the 2021 season. So I'll just move the camera and we can get stuck in. So here they are, the traditional 4-split shark tooth, or the shark tooth design is traditional apart that. The slightly more favourable modern shape of the rounded split. What we're going to talk about is the differences, the subtle differences between them and what we're going to go for going forwards. So we'll start with the shark tooth because that's what we feel that we're going to go with. They've all got, this is the top hand as you can see here, they've all got reinforced protection, even these tiny bits at the top. They've all been fibre reinforced, they've got the caging on them and they're rounded all the way around. They look really, really good, as you can probably tell. We're going to ignore this top design for a second. Contrasting, these are a square-sided, 3-split, rounded top design just there. Look nice again, but we feel we get a little bit more flex with the shark tooth and they look a little bit more classical, which is what our brand is about. And then we'll move on to this top section here. So comparing them, very blocky on the left. This we sort of went on the got inspired by what the modern game is. You get a couple of segments and it looks very standard. On the right hand side, this was turned out by our suppliers overnight after a 26-year-old child, namely myself, drew up thinking, oh, this should look great. It's going to have an M and 2 C's and it'll be fantastic. But when it's in reality, I shouldn't be designing gloves for that exact reason. So the combination of the two, we're going to slightly introduce the M part of the side here. This top bar is going to be slightly more angular, and then it will wrap around slightly just to give that M effect. And the base will remain the same as this really. This side is nonsense, we're going to throw that out in a second. Looking at them, it's going to be a very traditional all white look. Central segment, all again reinforced, all four of them. Central segment is going to have the Morton Carson branding just embossed there. On here we've got a carbon detailing, but I think we're going to keep it all white, nice, same fabric as you've got on the outside, same as on our pads. It's a high, long-lasting, durable fabric. It's a Meriskin fabric, just to make you aware. It's going to be very nice, going to stay clean if you give it a little wash, a little wipe over after it's got a bit of muck from a dive because your mate sold you down the river. We're going to go look on the sides now. Gel protection on the side, you can see it's nice and spongy, very soft on this gusset. The reason for this is to allow you to have that flex. Without it, you'd still have the flex, but it also provides a bit of reinforcement to the gusset and a bit of protection when your hands are together. On the bat, you have that friction over time. The fabric will start fraying on the gusset, the mesh gusset, and you'd really struggle. They won't be as long lasting. So that's why they're in there, a bit of protection, especially if the ball jumps up in between and catches it. Other side, so we're now looking on the thumb side of your left hand. This is gusseted as well. It's a nice soft fabric, got extra protection in there, nice padding, it's super soft. But all of your standard features on your top of the line glove really. We've got on our samples, both samples here as you can see, both got the Cougar Petard's palm. A lot of people throw a load of nonsense out there saying I've got a certain look of Petards and all of this sort of stuff, but if you speak to them directly you'll know that their technology is the key feature in this. Their designs secondary, I suppose. Petard's Cougar is the standard. We're going to change these for a honeycomb texture. Go and check it out on their website, the Petard's website. It's on their leathers. Let us know if you fancy a different shape on the inside of your gloves, if it makes any difference to you. We'll take that on board, of course we will. On the base as well, we've got a nice wear patch on here. It's just a second piece of Petard's leather. But we're going to change this, going to have it reinforced, going to get some foam backing in there. We're going to have it quilted. It's not going to be a massive quilt, the extension is only going to come down to here, but we're going to tie it in nicely with our pads. It's going to look traditional, it's going to look great. Thumb piece, as you can see, we've got a mesh thumb here, great for airflow. However, we've noticed that wearing them for a short period of time, it does start to get a little bit irritating. So what we're going to do, we're going to change it for, as you can see on the tip of the thumb, we're going to put it all as pitards, and then on the inside of your thumb you see this little split here. So just for the add the flex point and to wrap around. We're going to have that as our mesh section, so every time your hands aren't on the bat, you'll get a bit of airflow. Nice little airflow between the toweled wristband as well, just a little segment there, so plenty on it. Little holes that you can see, the aeration holes we've got through in each finger, and the central piece. A lot of people, as we are going to do, they tend to put their branding, as you might see, our branding is quite intricate, so we're just going to flip it around and just put an M on your left hand and a C on your right, just for that little extra bit of detailing. So yes, this is our standard side on the top hand if you're a right-handed batsman. Both are exactly the same pretty much, apart from that top design elements. We'll move on to the bottom hand, a nice protected hand. Let's throw these away. So as you can see, same design, extra protections, all on them, every single one. Like playing the drum. Flipping them over, so we've got the same design style. So left side, right side here for you is that rounded split, but with a square side, and on the right side for us and the left side for you. We've got the traditional shark tooth split design, but with a rounded fibre caging on it. Same design elements, so the thumb has got mesh, but this is all going to change. It's going to be the pitards on there as well. Same thing on the inside, we're going to move that mesh segment to there. Plenty of airflow, plenty of protection. We've found with this traditional, the rounded caging on the traditional shark tooth split, that it just is a little bit more ergonomic. So the cup, the protective cup at the top of your thumb that holds it all in place and gives you that end spot, it just feels a bit more natural to what you've got when you've got your squared segments, and when you look down at it, I'm sure you can agree, it just looks a bit more thumb-like. While I'm talking about that, actually, we've got on the inside, you can see the leather here, the nice pitards leather. We've actually got soft infill, so it's almost like our toweled fabric that we had on our straps. Very plush on the back of your palm, so this means that you're not, sorry, I don't know if you can see that there, you're not going to need to wear inners. This is going to be comfortable straight out the bag. Your hand slide right in there, and it is going to be luxurious, comfortable for ages. And again, because it's a fabric, it's stretchy, it's breathable, it's perfect for what you want, really. Yeah, we've just gone for that extra element of comfort. We've now moved over to the 3 split fingers, you can see here, but it's super comfortable on the back. It is loads of protection. I'll see if I've got a mallet somewhere. Give me 1 second, we'll move back to this. So not just any mallet, just a Lignum Vitae mallet from LVR's shed. I'm going to ping that on there. Great protection again. I mean, this is pretty dense, and to do very little damage, any pain, no, nothing, off a pretty hard surface. It's very good quality of protection. But yeah, we'll move from that. Just let us know what you think, really. Do you agree with us? Do you think 4 split is better, 3 splits better? Designs on the palms, again, go on their website, go on the Pitards website. Let us know what you think. Do you like a fancy looking palm, or do you think it's more function over aesthetics? Thumbs, splits, towel wristbands. Let us know what you think, because we're going to take a quick look later on at our bats, our bags, and maybe even some of the stuff you can see under here. Some willow, because we've been very fortunate to be locally sourced. Found a few people that are growing them around Hertfordshire, so this will be coming in very soon. We can talk about this and refurbs. So thanks for watching, stay tuned, and we'll see you soon. Hi guys, little side note, when I was talking about the triple bolster on the side, this is not for rubbing against each other. These are right-handed men's gloves, and I stupidly was wearing them as a left-hander. So they are not to stop the rubbing of the gloves, because they're actually on opposite sides. It is to stop the ball from impacting the side of your finger and doing loads and loads of damage. But yeah, ignore what I said. Let me know what you think in the comments below or in a DM. Anything, we'll take all feedback on board. Thanks again, and we'll see you again soon. Stay safe.